So we've got you the best possible iPad. And we hope when you're surfing the web, doing all your work, you look on the back of the iPad because there's a lovely engraving and it merely sums up what we think about them. It's very simple really. Music is the language of love.
My turn to say something now. Don't know where to start. First of all, a big thank you to all of you for coming this evening, and particularly to Gavin and Hayley for their kind words. It doesn't seem like 4 years ago, but there's so much that's happened in that time that I sometimes wonder whether we've actually, whether it really has only been 4 years. The work with the boys' choir, I remember the first boys' choir rehearsal I went to, where of the current choir, Jesse would have been there, Tom, Josh, Jake, Gavin and Steve, I've forgotten. Not many of the current crop, and we started working on various bits and pieces, and it was after Christmas that the first boys' voices started to change, and that was really the beginning of the boys' choir in the form that you see it today, with covering all 4 voice parts. And it was something of uncharted territory for me, teaching boys to sing as they were going through their change. I'd seen other people do it when I was working in Germany, but this was the first time that I felt completely responsible for it myself. I think when I look back in this job, my single biggest achievement will have been the lower voices group of the Bradford Boys Choir, getting it to the size that. When I say the size that they are, I don't mean that they're all tall lads, I don't mean some of them are, but that I think I'm right in saying that in the whole of the time I've been running the boys' choir, we've only ever lost one member. There's only one member who's left the choir from the lower voices group. When people have dropped out, it's always been early on before their voices change. And the success of the boys' choir is due to the fact that you guys have stuck with it. And conducting the Hallelujah chorus this evening and listening to those bits where it really, I played the Messiah last night in Leeds Town Hall. It was a choral society of about 150. I don't think the 70 or so basses that they had singing, which was quite many, about 30, I don't think they made A, as good a sound, B, as big a sound as you guys did this evening. And that's just the beginning. I wouldn't for one moment, through having gone on about the achievements of the lower voices group, want to take anything away from the upper voices, the Bradford Boys. At the moment they are few in number, because I waited until my successor had been appointed before doing some recruitment, but we had a very good first rehearsal with I think 7 or 8 new boys last Tuesday, and I hope that there'll be some more joining in January. So the future of the boys' choir is very exciting, and it feels quite strange that I'll be watching it from a distance. The girls' choir as well, as Hayley said, we haven't had as much to do with each other this year as we have in previous years, because of the way that the staffing has worked out. But I have always enjoyed making music with you. As I said in his absence at the cathedral this morning when I was presented with the leading present there, the detail, the level of detail that Mr. McElroy puts into his work with you, as much as anything, because you don't have the duties of singing regular services, the amount of time that you're able to put into getting all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed, has made you a very polished instrument, and it's a great pleasure to accompany a choir of that calibre. And particularly when the two choirs come together, it's a really incredible sound. And it's lovely to see so many in both choirs, but I suppose particularly in the girls' choir, because I don't have as much contact with them as I do with the boys. Girls who've shown an interest in singing in primary school, and have then gone on to take that further through joining the boys' choir, and then really growing into it. Sorry, joining the girls' choir. So thank you to the girls' choir for having always made me feel so welcome, despite not being part of the regular Monday rehearsals. A couple of thank yous that I'd also like to say in no particular order. It goes without saying that you can't do a job like this on your own, and certainly the boys' choir wouldn't be half what it is today without the input of Mr. Roberts. And quite apart from his musical expertise and all the work that he's put into training both the upper voices and the lower voices, his contribution to the choir as an accompanist has been exceptional. We've given him some pretty difficult stuff to play with one another. You may not realise, boys, that in Germany, when we were out on the football pitch in the morning, Mr. Roberts was often sitting inside practising the piano because his job here keeps him so busy that he hadn't had time to learn some of the accompaniments then. And you wouldn't have guessed that from the way that he played in the concerts. And so keep your highly professional attitude towards everything that you do, and particularly towards the work you've done with the boys' choir, has been much appreciated, and I should also say this, as has your friendship. And purely on a personal level, it's been great working with you, and I do hope our paths will cross again. Equally...